Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
30!
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Tannehill, and Stills over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That's how we do it, baby.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. Cooks flashing the footwork. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There's no room to run. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a 1st down throw, gone. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Quick.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Run. We got 3. We got 2.
On first down, it's Gore. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Play.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Right there. Here we go. Tag.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
3 down. Hey, check. Hey, got 20. 117.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Here we go.
To throw is Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Michael Brockers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Anthony in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, start left here.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll ball incomplete. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 42 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. DC. Go.
From the red zone now, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
The reason that counter and misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction it starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Now a handoff for Gore. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a Couple up to the 38. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Hip. Set. Waiting. Hip.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Tag. Where you at? Alert 3.
Here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. On the right side open is Gesicki. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, a guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tannehill now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 5.
That's how we do it.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, 20. We got 3. Let's go, hustle, fellas.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to look deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
DC.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
We go. Super. Starting left here.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Dancing to his left. Busts through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing now, Goff. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
We're all walking. Watch 32.
On 1st down, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Right back to Drake. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Dolphin 1st down as Tannehill is on target to the former Patriot Danny Amendola. Tannehill, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Spins past him. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Tiger. LU3.
Goff going to throw it. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Kiko Alonso coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Maverick. Super 66.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
We go. Maverick. Orange.
Now a first down throw, gone. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.